Hello everyone. In this series of videos, we will see how we can do some basic practices with strings. Strings is one of the most commonly asked topics in Java interviews, especially if you are facing a coding interview or any task. People may ask you to do something with string, like reversing a string or counting some particular occurrences of letters in a string or finding if a string is an anagram or panagram kind of things like that. So having a mastery over playing around string data type and doing something with string will obviously benefit in that sense. So for that, we are going through this series of videos which basically is going to do something with string or play around with string and do some tasks with strings in an understandable manner. So in this video, what I will do is I will start with simply reversing a string, and in the upcoming videos we will continue with some of the string based practices in an understandable and easy to take in ways. So I will let's say we are going to reverse a string. So there are multiple ways or multiple methods to do it. But I will start in this video. I will start with the simple basic method, and we will go for better, efficient, and enhanced ways of reversing a string in the upcoming videos, next few videos, before starting another practice in string. Obviously, this one will be the basic method, and then we will go to the next steps and we will understand why one is better than the other. Okay, so let me start this. So I have created what you call a class, and I have a main method. As you know, the main method is the one that is going to run during the runtime. So I will write a separate method for this string reverse purpose. So I will say static. I'm writing a static method because I want to call the method within the same class without creating any objects. And main method is static, so I need to write a static method for my purpose. Okay, I will name it. Then I will say, okay, it's going to return a string, and I will name it. Let's say reverse string. Okay, and the input parameter will be a string, which I'm going to reverse. So I will say is input string, right? All good. So now in your mind, you can imagine or you can think, if you take ABCD, once you reverse, it should be DCBA, right? So as you have this picture in your mind, let's write a basic fundamental logic to reverse this string. Okay. So what I will do is, first I will create another string that is the reversed version of this particular string. So I will name it as reverse string, and I will assign some value to that. For example, initially I will keep it as an empty string. Okay, so that means there is nothing, it's an empty string, right? Now simply what I will do is I will take this input string. So for now you can imagine I take ABCD, and then I will take each element of the string from back to front, D, then C, then B, then A, and I will concatenate or connect with this string from front to back. So then I will end up with DCBA, isn't it? So that is the approach I'm going to take. So I will say I will write a for loop. So you should have some understanding about how for loop and all works to do this. So for loop, I will start from the last element of this input string. So I will say I will say int I, and I will start it with the last element, right? So input string dot length. So this will give me the length of the input string. So ABCD will be like 4, length will be 4. But to index the last element, this arrays and things like that, string, the index will start from 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. So last element index will be 3. So for a string with the length of 4, last element index will be 3. So length minus 1 will be the last element index. So for length, last element index will be 3. So it's common, right? I hope you know this. So I will say input string length minus 1. So that means 4 minus 1, I will be 3. So I will start from index 3. Basically, that's what I am doing. Okay. So that means D. Then what is my terminating condition or true condition? So I will go until the first element, right? So from last to first, I'm going to go D number 3, C number 2, B number 1, and the first element of any string will be number 0, 0. Okay. So I will go until it is 0. Okay. So I is less than, greater than or equal to 0. All the scenarios will be valid, right? Then what I will do, I will go subtracting each times. So number 3, then subtracting 1 will be number 2, number 1, and number 0. So I'm going to loop through all the characters of the string from backside. You understand that, right? So now, okay, let's say first iteration, what's going to happen? I'm going to take D, isn't it? So simply 4 minus 1, 3, I is equal to 3. So then that means I can take D. Okay. And then taking the D and I'm going to connect or add it to the first character of the empty string. Then second character, I will add the C. Third character B, fourth character A. So I will end up with DCBA. Right? So I will say reverse string equal to reverse string plus, how can I add this? So I have index of 3. So that particular index of 3 from the input string. So what is the method in Java to do that? Input string dot, you can see a method called charAt. So that means I'm going to take the character at this particular index. Okay, so charAt I. That means at first iteration I will be 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the character from the input string at ith position. So at first iteration it will be third position. That means D. And then what I'm going to do with the character is I'm going to add it to the reversed string. So when I'm adding using this method plus ideology or plus method, it is going to add to the first place. Then it will go to the next place. Like that I keep adding. So D will be added first from to an empty string. Okay, so then first time I will add D. Okay, then I will keep doing it. Okay, then after first iteration, then what will happen? Second iteration, third iteration, fourth iteration, and I will keep adding C, B, and A. You got it? Okay. So once the loop is ended, I will simply return the reverse string. So this will basically reverse the input string and return the value. Okay. So we will simply run this and see if it works or not. Okay, let's say I'm going to reverse, let's say ABCD. I will say system out println. Okay, and I will have some string, let's say reversed version of ABCD is, then I will call the method and pass ABCD. Okay, so what I will say is reverse string and ABCD. Okay, so this method should return DCBE and it should correctly print the outcome. Okay, let's run it. Okay, so you can see the outcome. Reversed version of ABCD is DCBA. So it works according to what we expect. So it's working actually. But I will say, even though it is working, it is not the most efficient way of doing things. It is not the best option. We can go for a much better option, obviously. So that we will see in the upcoming videos. And also, we should do some validations on the flows. So because we can find some errors in this. I mean, we can break this by passing some values, particular values, things like that. Okay. So those things we will see in the upcoming videos. And also, as